Hey, you know that guy George Lucas? The guy who created Star Wars, probably one of the biggest movie franchises ever. Well, Kathleen Kennedy's decided that it's time to move past George's original vision and to start with something fresh. Hey, Brickhouse here with another video, and today it's Star Wars. So let's dive right on in, shall we? We're bounding into comics and John Trent. Kathleen Kennedy says new films will move past George Lucas's original vision for Star Wars. We'll introduce new characters and start with something fresh. Oh, isn't that just lovely? Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy continued to provide more details about the upcoming Rey-centric Star Wars film and revealed it will move past George Lucas's original vision for the series in order to introduce something fresh. Speaking with Games Radar, Kennedy discussed the upcoming Rey film, which she has been calling New Jedi Order in previous interviews, telling the outlet, "I think what's always great about Star Wars is it's a big galaxy, and we're coming off what was a major war with the First Order. And now Rey has made a promise to Luke, and that's really the core of where we're going and what this story will be." Kennedy continued, "And I think it offers just tremendous opportunity to introduce new characters and start with something fresh, because we culminated with what George was creating. And now we take all of that and move it to the next chapter." Not only did Kennedy reveal this will be the core of the film starring Daisy Ridley as Rey, but she also revealed it will tie into James Mangold's film that will tell the story of Disney's version of The First Jedi. Yikes. Kennedy explained it was something that Jim immediately sparked to. And I think it's really nice. It's a really nice compliment to what we're doing with moving into the future with Rey. And then understanding a bit more of where this all came from, because it will be at the heart of creating the new Jedi Order. So to get a real sense of where that might have began with the Dawn of the Jedi could be pretty cool. These comments come after both films were announced at Star Wars Celebration in April. In a press release, Lucasfilm detailed the Rey-centric is set 15 years after the last events of the Skywalker saga. Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy will tell the story of rebuilding the new Jedi Order and the powers that rise to tear it down. The director then delighted fans by welcoming Daisy Ridley to the stage, confirming she will be reprising her beloved role as Rey in the upcoming movie. As for Mangold's film, they revealed, Kennedy also announced that James Mangold will take audiences deep into the past, telling the tale of the first Jedi to wield the Force and harness it as a liberating power in an era of chaos and oppression. Kennedy previously discussed how both these two films were connected during an appearance on Entertainment Weekly's Dagobah Dispatch. She said, "We've been talking a lot about going well into the past, and one of the things that's really knitting this all together, obviously, are the Jedi. What happened with the Jedi over time? Much like history. How did the Jedi evolve? They were wiped out with Order 66, and they gradually have been coming back. The question that we're going to ask with New Jedi Order and with Rey is, does the galaxy really need them anymore? Do they even want to come back?" So there's a lot of food for thought in what we're doing, whether it's the past, present, or future, Kennedy added. A leaked synopsis for the Rey-centric film, courtesy of issue 1335 of Production Weekly, states set roughly 15 years after Rey's victory over Palpatine at the end of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. It adds the sequel delves into Rey's courageous endeavor to restore the Jedi Order, where she assumes the role of a mentor to two promising young students, a boy and a girl. As her training progresses, it becomes evident that the girl possesses extraordinary abilities destined to emerge as a future leader. And there it is, folks. Like I've said in other videos, it's about the patriarchy. And we can't cater to the patriarchy anymore. It's about girl power. Couldn't be the boy possessing extraordinary abilities. Nope, gotta be the girl. As for Mangold, he provided details about the vision for his film, telling Gizmodo he wants to create the 10 Commandments of the Force. Mangold said, so when I mentioned to Kathy the idea that I had about going backward, really far backward, I was surprised that it excited her and the other wonderful people she works with at Lucasfilm. For me, it's about what it's about. I want to be a part of the saga, but I also don't want to be holding so much lore in the air that you could hardly tell a story, he continued. And what I really wanted to do, what I told her, was just, can we make a kind of the 10 Commandments of the Force? You know, a kind of origin story of how the Force came to be known, understood, wielded, and harnessed. In other words, Disney's version of the Force. For all intents and purposes, it looks like Kathleen Kennedy will continue to shape Star Wars in her own image. You think? She's made it abundantly clear that's exactly what she's doing by noting that George Lucas' era culminated with Lucasfilm rebooting the franchise with The Force Awakens and subsequently killing off Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. Not only that, but she had Yoda as a Force ghost tap into the dark side of the Force and destroy the Jedi Temple on Ahch-To. Well, as far as I'm concerned, these films are pretty much going to be DOA. They're not going to be compelling. They're not going to tell a good story. They're not going to develop characters. They are going to be bad. It's going to be a lot of identity politics, just like The Acolyte, just like Ahsoka. It's going to be identity politics, woke BS, woke garbage, and thus not make any money at the box office. When you could easily take what is already out there in books, in comics, and graphic novels, and turn those into live action movies and make money. Instead, we're going to do this the Disney way. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about where Kathleen Kennedy's taken Star Wars? Comment down below, let me know. And while you're at it, please take the time to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to get notified when my content is available here on YouTube. And as always, I thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you later.